Tukufukulia ndugu yangu, umefukulia wengine. Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Moses Kuria.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. And it's just by the way, before I talk about what I want to talk about today in this video. As I told you, I wish I will sort out Aisha Juma and make sure she takes part in our government, because she is a brave woman, my sister who has stood with me, and I still stand with her. That is William Samoei Ruto talking about Aisha Juma on 26th July 2024 when he was in Mombasa. William Ruto is planning to bring back Aisha Juma into position. I don't know whether she's coming back to be a CS or she's going to be given the position as the Attorney General. Jumping back to our discussion, three top stories to talk about. The first one is about the appointment of the CSS, about the appointment or the nomination of the CSS, which was done by the president. A lot of youths are complaining, saying that what the president did not consider the young generation, because the people that he has appointed are only old, and some of them are even saying that people like Wycliffe Oparanya are not even supposed to be seen anywhere in the government, because they have been in the government for a very long time, and now it is time now for the young generation also to be in the government, because the Gen Zs have fought, and now their fighting is going to be enjoyed by old men. They are going ahead and saying that the people that maybe they expected to be nominated or to be in the government are people like Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna. Those are the young people that they can depend on. Continuing to say that what the president is doing is not okay.
Vijana ndio wamepigana kwa hii town, vijana ndio wamepigana, wanataka uongozi wa vijana. Na tunataka vijana, tulikuwa nataka kusikia kama mtu kama Cleophas Malala ni Minister of Sports. Tunataka kusikia mtu kama Babu Owino, tunataka kusikia mtu kama Sakaja, tunataka kusikia mtu kama Sifuna.
Alisema serikali ya vijana ikwe ya asola. Sasa anachukua watu wa miaka 60 anaweka kwa uongozi. Sasa na sisi vijana tutaenda wapi? Tukue wisi wa kuipa kuku.
Jina za kina Oparanya, za kina Tuoli, za kina Musalia Mudavadi, hizo ndo majina tumekuwa tukipigana zote, kina Wetangula. Zini majina ambao wamekuwa tangu tujazaliwa bado tunawasikia kina Tuoli. Paka sasa tumezaliwa tunasomesha watoto, badala watoto wetu wapate zile kazi ambao wangekuwa wanafanya, kina Tuoli bado ameketizwa makazi na kina Musalia Mudavadi. Sasa tunashindwa hii uongozi inatafutwa ni uongozi wa vijana ama natafutia wazee uongozi.
Hawa ni wazee, na hao wazee kwa saa hii it's a high time wazee wapumzike, sisi tuchukue usukani.
Mheshimiwa Rais, tafadhali, kitu ambao umefanya hujafanya kitu ya haki. Tunaomba ya kwamba hao wazee ambao umeweka, tunaomba waende nyumbani.
Tunataka Sifuna, Cleophas Malala na Tembea, Babu Owino washikane, wakuje Kakamega, watupatie mwelekeo, kitu ambao tutaingia ndani kama vijana, tujue tunaanzia wapi. Uongozi ya kina Raila, kina ODM tumechoka na uongozi wa Musalia tumechoka na.
And at the same time, they're also saying that they're also blaming themselves, saying that it is very bad and very stupid for a young man to celebrate that somebody like Wycliffe Oparanya has been nominated to be a CS. Yet they've worked, they've gone to school, the young men have gone to school, they have got papers, they have degrees, they have got the certificates, but they cannot be given job because the government is only considering old folks to give them opportunities.
Wewe kama kijana uko na degree na uko na miaka 30 na uko hapa Jakaranda unapiga makofi ati Oparanya amepewa CS. You are stupid. Kuna vijana Mr. Speaker wamesoma na wanataka hizo nafasi. Hawa wazee wametengeneza pesa. Oparanya ni ndugu yangu. Amekuwa governor for 10 years. Amekuwa MP 15 years. Ni nini amekosa kwa nyumba yake? Na amekuwa minister. Kama ni pesa ako nayo, awachie wale watu wazazi walilipia watoto wao school fees na wameipita, wapewe hizo ma CS. Mimi sijapinga. But tunaangalia sisi kama vijana tutakuwa wapi na hii Kenya yetu. Kama kazi itakuwa inaenda kwa wazee na tunakuja hapa tunapiga makofi.
The next story is this. I've been listening to a lot of people, in as much as we've been blaming Raila Odinga, that Raila Odinga has betrayed Kenyans, Raila Odinga has done this, Raila Odinga has done that. I've been listening to a lot of people, and some of the people are having a different thought. Some of them are saying that let us not blame Raila Odinga that he has betrayed anybody. If there is someone that is supposed to blame, then Raila Odinga is the one that is supposed to blame Kenyans. Because the moment that Raila Odinga needed them, they were not there to stand by him. And that is why even during the general election, some of the people did not elect Raila Odinga. So in as much as people are saying that Raila Odinga's legacy is going to come to an end, we should understand that Raila Odinga is 80 years. And there is nothing, the legacy that he has written, what he has done, it cannot be taken away from him. And therefore, we should not blame Raila Odinga that Raila Odinga has done this. Let Raila Odinga do what he does best. Let him enjoy himself. Raila Odinga was not born to eat tear gas for people. Because what he has done for this country is much bigger and much better than even what the Gen Zs are blaming him for doing.
Complain. Anything, even when he gets sick, they say he's pretending to be sick so that he does not address matters affecting the country. So he said, all the time, everything I do is about Kenya. And whether I keep quiet or fight or dialogue, they fight me. Let me do something for myself. And I'm happy he's doing something for himself.
What happens for his legacy as this statesman that we've known?
Raila is 80. What would Raila lose today?
Legacy.
What legacy will he lose? You see, it cannot be taken away from him that he was in jail for 8 years. It cannot be taken away from him that the struggles of 1992, 1997, 2002, up to now, it cannot be taken away from him his contribution toward the 2010 Constitution. Even if you wanted to delete that history, you cannot delete it. And you are saying he's going to have a bad legacy by working with Ruto. Who elected Ruto to presidency? So are you people who elected Ruto saying that Ruto is such a bad leader and such a bad legacy that anybody who associates with Ruto is going to ruin his legacy? Then you people should not have voted for Ruto.
But they say it's only a fool who doesn't change their mind.
Well, why are you changing your mind now? If you ask me from where I sit, Raila should be very selfish right now. At 80, he should do what works for him. He's done so much for you Kenyans and you are ungrateful. To the point that even if he decides to take a holiday, you say he's taking a holiday and we are suffering. Yani he was born to suffer for you. But when it's time to reward him for his suffering, nobody wants to reward him. If Raila was to offer himself for president today, the same people who are saying he's selfish would not vote for him.
You think so?
Yes, they know so. So they think he's this child who was born to eat tear gas on their behalf. Raila Amolo Odinga, take my advice, go do things for yourself. Go do what makes you happy. You are 80. Go, in fact, if they want to call you selfish, be selfish. The minority leader, that is James Opiyo Wandayi, had been nominated by William Samoei Ruto to go and be one of the CSS, the Minister of Energy. And there was a vacant in the parliament which needed someone to occupy. And luckily enough, Millie Odhiambo has occupied the space. And she's using this narrative that if the Gen Zs occupied parliament, then why can't I also occupy the position and become the minority leader? What I'm really waiting to see, the fight that is going to be in between the minority leader and the majority leader, because we know very well that Millie Odhiambo and Kimani Ichung'wah do not get along very well. And we used to listen to the arguments even in the parliament, even before Millie Odhiambo became the minority leader. Right now, Millie Odhiambo is the minority leader, and she's saying that there is no bargaining. There is no way the president can only appoint men to go and from the parliament, and there are also women. And at the same time now, the position that now is supposed to be given to a woman, the man also wants to take. And she's saying that if men want to argue or men want to negotiate, they better negotiate, but they will negotiate with her after she occupies the space.
Gen Zs have already told us to occupy. If they can occupy parliament, why can I not occupy the position of minority leader? And Madam Speaker, this is totally in order, because if you see what the men do in this house, when they have gone outside there, they have negotiated with President and you see the men are the ones who are taking the CS positions. And I think we can sit here and watch them, and they come here and they are talking about also taking this position. In my mother tongue, we say it loika or kumingato. Nisha chukua hii imeenda. So let them look for another one. And if they want to negotiate with me, we negotiate when I am seated. And I told you in this house, bad girls, good girls never get the corner office. I'm a bad girl. I'm 30 years, so I'm looking for the corner office. If one day he has got that corner office, I'm taking. The very least I can do, if you agree, is to take one very close, but nothing any less than that.
And lastly, I have got this thing that I want to talk about. A lot of people have been complaining, a lot of people have been blaming Kikuyu, saying that Kikuyus have lost because, I don't know, Kikuyus have done this, Kikuyus have done that. But I want to say something. That, truth be told, Kikuyus have not lost. Why? Because if you try to look at the list of the nominated CSS, the Kikuyus are rare. The Kikuyus are around 8. So Kikuyus have not lost. Kikuyus have not lost anything. What we need to know, what we need to focus on is what are they going to do to us? Are they going to perform their duty as per se, that they need to do what they're supposed to do? Or are they going to sleep on their work? That is all I had for today, and until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye-bye.